videos on the Akai MPC Key 61. I'm kind of surprised at how many I've done, but apparently I'm fairly enamored with this keyboard. It's pretty amazing. It is a keyboard for live use. You can use it for live in the studio, and it's workstation. It's got it's a built-in sequencer and great sounds. It's not terribly expensive. I'm a producer, musician, songwriter, etc., and I run a commercial studio called Turning Point. And in some ways, not always, this keyboard can replace a DAW. I've got another video on that subject, which is kind of an interesting test of that theory. And I have a couple of other videos on daily jams with this. I found that there's one called Unblocking Writer's Block, and you can check that out if you haven't seen it. But I got into this practice of doing a daily jam where I just did something very quickly without any forethought or very little forethought, and it just sparked a bunch of really helpful ideas musically for composition, and kind of getting away from really detailed production stuff, which I do a lot of. So it's kind of a nice break. But it's interesting how sometimes when you do things quickly, you come up with ideas that are less intellectually based and more just emotionally based. So I've got this is another video of that sort of thing. I've got a whole bunch of daily jams that I won't play them all because it'll take a long time. But I'm going to play this first one, which is more than something that was winged. It was is a little bit more well thought out, but it's based on a Latin groove, and I just haven't heard that many compositions done in the MPC ecosystem or MPC world that are beyond beat making and R&B, hip hop, and that kind of thing, which I like a lot, of course. But this is a kind of a different groove. See what you think of this. Here we go. Just looped back up to the top, and so had some fun with that. That might turn into a song, not sure, but at least I've got it documented pretty well, I guess. So I'm just going to move on to the next thing that's sequential, and let's see what we get here. I won't really know what it is until I hear it, so bear with me here. So here's the next thing. Not necessarily the next day, but just like another piece in the long list. was, kind of a rock ballad, and I remember developing that and then doing the B3 solo over the top of it. And it kind of demonstrates how say if you're not able to be in a band situation, you can do something like this, and then do all sorts of improv over the top like that solo. So that was kind of fun to do. Again, I'm not sure if that'll turn into a song, but let me go on to the next thing. Let's see here. Yeah, let's try this. This is wild because I don't really know what's coming until I hear it. I'm sure I'll recognize it. Oh, yeah. Sound that you're hearing. So, again, it kind of demonstrates how the sound itself inspires what to do. So that one was done very quickly, I remember. Okay, let's scroll through this long list. Let's see what we can find here. Bear with me. This might be based on the same sound. Let's see. The difference there is I think that the Rhodes DX kind of a thing that was going on, which is kind of spooky sounding or mysterious sounding. All right, let's move on. There's just a couple more, I think. There's lots more, but I'll only subject you to a few more. This is, again, I don't know what this is. I wish I was labeling these better to see what this is. That's just a 4-bar phrase that's looping over and over again. It's got a lot of low end to it. Who knows what that is? All right, here's the next thing, which is a couple days later, I think. So obviously that's very different. It's just piano bass, kind of interesting. Okay, see what this is. Kind of similar. So that one, I would just, now that I hear it, I would just do without the groove in the background. I think the piano part is kind of interesting as a melody. The groove is kind of unnecessary on that one, I think, possibly. All right, I'm only going to subject you to one more, I think. So, see what this is. Like that one. I could see that one turning into a song. So that's it. All these are very rough. And there's some of them that have a lot of mistakes in them, but that's kind of the point: is to take risks and do things that are you don't know what the outcome is going to be, because you'll end up probably doing some things that you wouldn't otherwise do. And so I think just a fabulous compositional tool and jamming tool and stuff. Let me know what you think, because I've had quite a bit of interaction with people in the MPC community and also other random musicians, and a lot of just great correspondence and ideas. I think that the general category here is like, what are things that a musician can do to kind of shake things up, to try new things, to spark new ideas. And that may not be a new piece of gear. It could be some new method, of playing or singing, or some other thing that just sort of gets us out of our conventional ways of doing things and ruts that we may not be aware of. But anyway, thanks so much for listening, and have a great day.